this morning. It's dry, so it's not all that bad. Don't expect any rain today, so I've not brought any wet proofs with me. It's only going to be a short walk, just to stretch my legs and get back going. So, see you in a bit. Right, switch to the phone because I've just recorded an intro clip, and on playback I couldn't hear anything, so just in case there's no audio on that clip, it's the day after I shot the welcome video footage from the house. I'm just out for a bit of a leg stretch. Going to do about 4.5 miles. Time now is about 11:15. I'm about a kilometre from the house, just heading south on the Transpennine Trail. I'm going to loop back into Rother Valley Country Park, up over the top towards Waleswood. Basically the walk I did last week in reverse, so stay tuned. Catch you later. phone's just died again. Useless for anything from making phone calls and a bit of Facebook these days. Right, so we're on Vomit Hill. Oh, what I have called Vomit Hill. It's not much really, but it's a steep incline. Probably, I don't know, 100 metres maybe, 300 foot. But it's quite steep, and it twists and turns, quite loose underfoot. I'm trying to run up here at a good pace, or at least when I was younger it was vomit inducing, and now just running up here at any kind of pace is vomit inducing. I've even tried it coming up here on the bike recently. That was vomit inducing, so you can see why I call it Vomit Hill. Yeah, that recording on my phone looks like it's come to an end. I just hope you can hear me on this little thing. It's not the greatest of cameras. Probably need to invest in something a little bit more quality. Anyway, this place has become a lot more popular in the last few years with a mountain bike fraternity. I'll just cast you that way. There's a series of bike trails up and down here that my son seems to enjoy. There's a few out this morning, and I honestly expected the park to be a little bit busier, because apart from it being a bit on the cool side, it's not bad a day for January. I'll just spin you around because we've come to a bit of a track junction. Just make sure. Yeah, we're still recording. So I've just come from down there. You can see the limestone areas that have been put down for the bikes, the berms, the jumps, some steps just down there. Right, onwards. Put the radio on now. Doesn't seem to be a lot of activity, so I'll catch you in a bit. So this is one of the mountain bike trails I was speaking of, at the top of it anyway, and another one's just up here. So the bike trail actually extends up over the top of this hill to Delves Lane and heads north along Delves Lane to where the road finishes and the track starts, and then it drops back into the wooded areas, and that's one of the trails I've actually ridden myself. Got the golf course just the other side of those trees. I don't know whether you heard the smack of the golf ball there. Anyway, we've about reached the summit, and this is the stile where normally I collapse in a snotty heap and maybe speak to Huey. Let's just leave that there. What a lovely thought, eh, on a Saturday morning. And if you're wondering what that is, you heard it, that's the station identity broadcast from the one of the local repeaters on 70 centimetres. That would be GB3AB, which is the one I can get most reliably from here. He's a big bugger for Robbie. Let's see if we can pick him up on camera. Oh, he's gone. Okay, I'm going to put the camera away now. I'm about to reach Delves Lane, so I'm going to have a bit of a recce round, see if I can find the entry point to the wooded area where I like to operate my radios from. Catch you in a bit. Right, so one of the guys that uses the local repeater has been trying to make a contact. He's in his car, just coming out of Leeds, so he's very intermittent into the repeater. Better watch my foot down these steps. But I managed to find the entry point I was looking for last week. Just look at the state of it. Hang on, I might end up on my arse here, covered in mud. That's better. Oh, this is an easy entry, and I'm guessing it's dried up a bit. Might be a good place to set the HF stuff up. Plenty of space. Nice and quiet. So I'm just approaching the edge of the field where I did my first FM simplex call on the Lightson to calling out at East Stopworth, which I'm quite happy with considering the gear I was using. Who knows, I might have got even further if I'd have tried harder. Anyway, I'll bring you back shortly. Right guys, back on my 270 summit. Just had a quick shout round on DS, the workshop repeater, and back on AB now. I think I just might be Marcus keying up on his way home, but there doesn't appear to be anybody active. I don't want to hang around too long, so I'm going to make my way back to the valley now. So I'll probably lose the comms. It's quite enclosed down there in the trees and what have you, and we'll take it from there. So if we can see anything interesting. Right, I don't know whether I just recorded that a bit of speech, so here goes again. It just struck me how different somewhere looks when you approach it from a different angle. You've all seen me walk this route before loads of times. I've walked it in the daylight, I've walked it in the dark, and it's just a little mundane changes, reversing your direction, and it makes it look totally different. You see things you haven't seen before. I just thought I'd mention that. Anyway, I'll leave it there before I get political again. I'll see you in a bit. One thing about this area, certainly no shortage of tinder. Because there's birch trees everywhere. Nature's already doing the hard part for you. So the bridge that we've just come across is just through that gap in that fence just there. Okay. So now we're back. Going over the end of the hill, or the end of the ridge that runs along the back of Rother Valley Country Park. The incline we came up is probably 3/4 of a mile that way, and all this area here, which would be absolutely spot on for a bit of wild camping, because the trees are pretty mature, well spaced. Riddled with bike trails, some of which I've ridden, but never mind. It's far too busy to be a wild camping location. So, nearly at the top, and then we'll be down by the river. Stay tuned. So this little rise now is the flood berm for the river. There's the river, and there's the park. Hi guys, back home. Had a quick turn round and now we're off down to see Steve and the gang at Camp Stupid. So, catch you in a bit. Right. Landed at the area. Bit of a problem, the road onto Steve's estate, where we're on the park, is shut and I ain't got a clue. I've not got my sat nav on, so I think the car's going to be alright where I've left it. the bonuses, I'm a bit closer to the actual woodland. So once I've gone on top of it, I'll bring you back. Right, we're here. The tent that Steve videoed, I think it was last week, that's still here. Look at that whiteboard. Somebody else is here. It's like Mark. Derbyshire Bushcraft. Spin around. How you doing? Hey up, it's Dave and Mark. You alright then?
Yeah, bad.
Hey up, Oakley.
Creeping up on us there like an Indian. Hey.
Alright, go on, let me put this away.
Really big television watchers, so you just put that on for an hour and there, didn't you? Yeah.
Right, we've got burgers on.
That's
Steve's stew.
It's
There's a couple of pheasants in there, some carrots by the looks of it, some other bits and pieces. So this is Steve's roadkill pheasant stew.
Roadkill pheasant stew. I'm about to get into some now, Andy.
Yeah?
I am.
Just hope this phone's going to be alright videoing.
Got some butts. How many have in there?
It's just a sampling, is it?
It's just a sub. It's still filming on it. Look at that. Look how that pheasant has come off them bones.
Yeah. Banging.
He's trying some of you.
Hey folks. Let's hope this battery will last a quick bit of footage on this phone. Right. Probably the last video today. Light's starting to go now. It's 4:05. We've got Dave Sowbutts is here, Mark Derbyshire Bushcraft is here, and obviously this is Steve's camp, so he's here. We've just had a few of Steve's friends down just for a bit of a visit. We were expecting Jay and the girls to be turning up, but I guess there's still time, and Mike Ginger Bushcraft is on his way at some point, so it's been a great little visit. I know I'm only here for a few hours, but it's just nice to get out in the outdoors and share a bit of company with like-minded folk and eat some food around the fire. So I bid you farewell. Stay safe, everybody, and have a good day. Cheers.